What's up, gamers and geeks? Matt here with That's Fair Podcasting and Gaming Geeks Live. In this video, I just want to talk about a recent game that me and my wife discovered. It's one of those survival building games. For the longest time, we've been playing 7 Days to Die. It started as 1.0, now 2.0. And then we got, we needed a break, so we moved on to a game called Medieval Dynasty, and we started having fun with that. We played that for about a month. And then I stumbled upon one called Sengoku Dynasty by Super Kami and published by Toplids Production. And even though it's a small indie group, I gotta say, if you have heard of Sengoku Dynasty, I'm strongly urging you give it a try. So stay tuned. Like I said, my wife and I, we played a lot of 7 Days to Die. We played it for the better part of the year when it came out in the summer of 2024 as 1.0. Still waiting on those big updates and whatnot that are coming out. But, we love these survival and building games. And like I said, we went into Medieval Dynasty, played it for a while, and found out that Sengoku Dynasty has a lot more to offer than Medieval Dynasty, or so I feel. But if you are new here, please feel free to subscribe to That's Fair Podcasting or Gaming Geeks Live. Like the video, help us in that algorithm, you guys. We're growing, especially on That's Fair Podcasting, we're growing. So let me take this moment to thank you so much for that. Thank you for the subscribers that have joined, and you guys are amazing, and it's kind of overwhelming, and thank you so much. And if you want to just watch the video and you don't want to like it or subscribe, that's fine, man. Just thank you for joining me. Just you watching the video is what means the most. Thank you so much. And again, I am Matt. But we started Sengoku Dynasty about a week ago. What is today? As of this video, it's October 20th. We started, about on the 13th, and we started over a couple of times. It is a Sengoku period, which was 1467 Japan to about 1603. And, you start off, you're shipwrecked. You start off basically as a peasant, and it's that entry-level peasant type of, you got your stone and your wood. You make your stone axe, just like you do in 7 Days to Die and Medieval Dynasty and so many more. But this gives me a feudal Japan era. And if you've watched any previous videos on ninjas, feudal Japanese culture is by far my favorite. A dream would have been to move to Japan. I love Japanese culture. I love all things Japan. And I love the samurai and the ninja era. And this Sengoku Dynasty has been a blast. And it offers more of a deeper quest line as far as different things to do than even Medieval Dynasty. They run neck and neck as far as very same gameplay mechanics and whatnot. But I gotta tell you, Sengoku Dynasty is the way to go between those two. Again, you start basically shipwrecked in a fictional Japanese medieval setting in Nata, Nata Valley. And obviously, you survive by crafting, and, you have to construct buildings and whatnot. And ultimately, you have to recruit more villagers. And the more you recruit, the more you're able to build your village up and whatnot. But like I said, you start off as a peasant, but you have to start off by doing small quests in order to get the more or less the permission to build your village. You start off by getting what's called a bell tower, and you plant that in the middle of where you want your entire community or village to be. And from then it like illuminates like this circle. Once you start building, you see how much space you have, and you can gain more of these bell towers throughout, and you can add on to that, or you can add on to that specific area, or you can literally have different villages and whatnot. And the customization, it's kind of shallow, just like Medieval Dynasty, but you do get to start, you can choose one of 6 different paths, and each of these paths gives you, well, except for the peasant path, you get no bonuses anywhere. That's the hardcore start. But the other ones are like artisan, builder, fighter, hunter, and trader. And each of these, if you choose either one, like me, I always choose the fighter. I get bonuses in melee weapons and whatnot. And so, it's the Sengoku period. I told my Mandy, I think she started off as the trader. I wanted to fight her because, we're going to need to fight. It's the Sengoku period of Japan, man. Yet warring units everywhere. And, I love these type of games. I love gaming with my wife, first and foremost, unless it's a single player game, which I think the PlayStation 5. Any Sony console has the market cornered on the best single player games, in my opinion. They far destroy Xbox in that category. But again, you start off with these primitive type of tools and weapons with stone and whatnot, and then you're able to mine with these pickaxes that are rock. You mine specific metals and stuff. And as you progress in the, building it, you keep leveling up, and the more you level up, the more you unlock more building structures, and ultimately you get a smelter. You can smelt these metals and then start your copper and your tin, which ultimately makes iron. And yes, you can move on to your katana swords, but you have a different array of weapons. You have more weapons to choose from, and you just have more of a variety than Medieval Dynasty. Now, I'm not knocking Medieval Dynasty. Medieval Dynasty is a very fun game, but Sengoku just blows it away with overall choices. And like Medieval Dynasty, in this, you can find an NPC and marry them and have children with them. And, you go through seasons just like you do in Medieval Dynasty, obviously from winter to spring to summer to fall, and it just keeps going. And you progress, or if you have a multiplayer like me and my wife, we married in the game, we'll have a child in the game, I'll raise them to fight. It's just kind of a fun simulation. And I gotta say that I sincerely hope that Toplitz and Super Kami continue to add on updates to this, because right now this game is just killing it for me. If you who have subscribed on this channel have seen my past videos, I will have more Japanese based video games in the future based on ninjas. I plan on doing one about the great Hattori Hanzo. I love, again, Japanese lore. I love their culture. And I gotta say that this game gets an A for me because it's a feudal Japan setting, and it's linear, but the map seems to be a little bit bigger even than Medieval Dynasty. And, I think that Super Kami, and I think that they have plans. This game's only 2 years old, and it hasn't been on console for that long either. And I hope that they continue to just give us this awesome experience that Sengoku Dynasty gives. It was buggy on console at first, but I've had very few issues, me and my wife playing together. But guys, that's a short video. I just want to thank you for watching. Check out Sengoku Dynasty if you haven't. If you're a fan of Japan like me, medieval Japan, feudal Japan, this is the way to go. Thank you so much for watching, though. And please feel free to subscribe to That's Fair Podcast and your Gaming Geeks Live. Again, like the video. Subscribers, you guys, thank you so much for coming to That's Fair Podcast. It's massive. It means the world to me. And again, thank you so much. And to all you gamers out there, all love. And I'm outro.